Good evening and thanks for joining us. First tonight, our population explosion. Immigration policies have led to a boom in numbers that Australia has never seen before and will keep growing for years to come. But some experts say we should be shrinking instead. And as Jonathan Creek reports, even one of Kelvin Rudd's key MPs has broken ranks to try and stop the surge of migrants.
Well, Australia is already in deep trouble, way beyond its carrying capacity.
We are certainly growing too fast, too quick.
Are you feeling a little crowded? Is it harder to find a car park? Can't get a seat on public transport, and the peak hour commute now lasts for almost 2. Get used to it. The federal government's migration plan means things are only going to get worse. Policies have our increasing population on afterburn, with record numbers of migrants being granted residency. Now one of Kelvin Rudd's own backbenchers is calling for a cap. Slow it down or we will all suffer.
The impact on food, the impact on water, the impact on land, the impact on petrol, all of these things will mean higher prices and a reduced standard of living. And I think the impact on our cities will be adverse. I don't want to see Melbourne or Sydney or Brisbane become like London or Los Angeles or Mexico City or Karachi.
Kelvin Thomson MP has raised the question, how many is too many?
I believe that we can stabilise Australia's population at 26 million by 2050 and keep it stable thereafter and keep its age profile stable thereafter by limiting net overseas migration to 70,000 per annum. Now that's a substantial cut from where it is now. It's now up above 200,000 per annum.
Last year, the federal government approved more than 232,000 permanent residents, 3 times as many as 10 years before. On top of that, 629,000 temporary work and student visas were granted. All up, that's 900,000 more. Kelvin Rudd is a self-confessed believer in the populate or perish policy. He wants Australia's numbers to boom. Starting from just under 22 million next year, the forecast is for a population of 34 million by 2050. That will require 1.8 million new permanent residents every decade. And that doesn't include temporary or student visas currently being granted at a rate of 3 to 1. Bob Birrell is from the Centre for Population and Urban Research.
Predominantly, though, our migration program is being drawn from Asia, and that is likely to increase over the next few decades.
What's crystal clear is Australia should have a shrinking population.
Previously, we've spoken to Stanford University professor Paul Ulrich. He studied the effects of overpopulation for more than 5 decades.
Agricultural production has spurted ahead very rapidly. Agricultural production is not food production.
Ulrich's convinced the effect of our current population has already taken our dry climate to breaking point.
In the US media and in the roughly 3 years watching the media that I've spent in Australia, I have yet to see anybody point out that the rate of climate change is directly connected with the size of the population.
Canberra isn't buying it. Finance Minister Lindsay Tanner.
On the other side of the ledger, Bangladesh is roughly twice the physical size of Tasmania, but home to about 7 times the population of Australia. If Australia seeks to persuade the rest of the world that we are overpopulated, we would rightly be laughed at.
It's true that Australia is nowhere near as populated as some countries like in Europe and in Asia, but I believe that Australia is a better place to live for it. I believe passionately that Australia has a good standard of living and is a great country to live in. That's why so many people are busting their backsides to try and get here.
That's Jonathan Creek reporting. Well, last night